Welcome back to Real Phonies, where we take a love for movies and television and combine it with very little knowledge about movies and television. I'm your host, Christian. Join me and my co-host, Ian.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And Joseph. There we go.
Nice.
No Jay Hugh this week. He has some stuff going on. Miss you, buddy. We're here for our spring movie preview.
Joseph made a face
that
like,
was
do
a
we
weird,
miss it? Do we miss
a
it?
weird noise.
No, I was going to make a joke about why Hurt wasn't here, but it's too late.
Yeah, that's fine.
Doesn't work now.
Probably wasn't a good joke.
It wasn't.
But yeah, we're going to do a spring movie preview covering the movies coming out in March, April, and May. Normally a big time for film. This year...
I mean, there's a fair amount of things in here.
I feel like we're pushing more May this year. Like last year, I feel like we started early.
Yeah.
The movie season began pretty early. But
Pretty early April, really.
Yeah, I don't feel that as much this year.
Yeah, I mean, as we talked about a little bit before we started recording this, there were a lot of big, franchise movies that came out last year.
Yeah.
About this time.
Disney threw a lot of eggs in 2019's basket,
Yeah.
so this is definitely like a reload kind of gap year.
Yeah.
For a lot of the big franchises, like Avengers just wrapped up, Star Wars just wrapped up. They did like Lion King and they did Aladdin. I mean, they did it in Toy Story 4. So I mean, they threw a lot of their eggs at kind of last year, I think.
But this might be an opportunity for the audience at Broad to experience new things that aren't attached to a 22 movie series.
And they are trying, original ideas. Like Onward is one of the first movies we're going to talk about, which is a Disney Pixar original idea, and it looks really good. And I think that's how you get these Frozens, these ones that you kind of make sequels out of, is they got to be successful. But this is Chris Pratt and Tom Holland.
Correct. And Octavia Spencer and
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah, it reminds me of kind of like Bright, taken in like a sitcom, kind of like Simpsons kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Bright, that Netflix fantasy.
God, I hope it's so much
with
better
humans,
than Bright.
but it looks like fantasy with like your everyday life kind of thrown together. And I think it looks pretty good. I do.
Yeah,
all the trailers have been good so far.
Yeah, I have high hopes for this movie. It's about two brothers who lost their dad very young and found a way to spend one more day with him. And seems kind of like a road movie a little bit. And those two guys, I think, have good chemistry. I'm really looking forward to this movie. I enjoy a good Pixar original.
And one of the things that we found out from the most recent trailer that wasn't in kind of the earlier trailers is that the mom is also kind of on her own road movie, following her children, finding out that there's a danger that they don't know that they're jumping into and trying to bring their father back. So
definitely Weekend at Bernie vibes.
I mean, you're
for sure.
Yeah,
there's going to be a lot of that, I think.
Yeah, there's a lower half of a body.
Because their dad is like with them, but he's like just kind of like half there, just legs. So
the spell doesn't work all the way and only brings him half back. So.
Yeah, and it looks like they wrap him up with a coat, and he's kind of like a fake body. Kinda.
Yeah. We haven't explained this in a really long time, but here at Real Phonies, our benchmark for movies is Michael Bay's Transformers, which we consider the most mediocre movie ever made. Every single movie that's ever been made is either better or worse than Transformers. So I'm going to say Pixar's Onward. It's probably going to be better than Transformers.
I'm going better, yeah.
Better than Transformers.
It's been a long time since I saw a Pixar original movie, or a Pixar movie in general I thought was worse than Transformers.
Good summation of our scale, by the way.
Yep. Thanks, buddy.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, I know it. In case anyone new ever joins this podcast. The other movie, so the Pixar's Onward is the first one in March, first weekend in March 6th. The other big releases coming out that week is the Way Back with Ben Affleck, where he is a alcoholic. I don't know what you want to call him.
He's been preparing for this role his whole life.
Alcoholic, like disappointment, like unfulfilled potential.
Yeah, who gets drawn back in to coach a failing basketball team. And they better each other.
It looks ridiculous. It looks like a live-action commentary on his life. I don't know.
It looks super-duper serious, and I have to say there is a Sam Rockwell movie that is the exact same movie called The Winning Season that is 100%, if not 700% better than this movie.
Yeah.
It's the exact same movie.
Maybe you don't even have to see this. Maybe this is the next year's Oscar.
I'm gonna watch it just so I can come back and trash on it comparatively to The Winning Season, which everyone should watch.
I feel like we get one of these movies, specifically with a high school basketball team, like every 10 to 12 years.
Remember Coach Carter.
Yeah, Coach Carter is one of them. Oh, yeah, I'm probably not going to watch this. I'm definitely not going to make time for it.
Yeah,
Maybe when it's on HBO.
Yeah, this is not something
I will say the only reason that this is kind of interesting to me, and it's not because the trailer doesn't sell me, but it's the same director who did Warrior, and I fucking love Warrior.
I do love Warrior.
But he also made The Accountant, which I hear is fine, but, you know.
The Accountant's okay.
Yeah.
What's next?
Wait,
do we think that's going to be better or worse? I'm going worse.
I'm going worse also.
Yeah, worse than Transformers.
Transformers.
And just on the sheer fact that it's just a sadcore version of the winning season, which is already kind of sad. So a couple other things coming out that weekend that are a little bit limited releases. The Banker, finally, which is Apple Plus.
Yeah.
Foray into the movie industry.
Yep, with Anthony Mackie.
It was supposed to come
Jackson.
out like 3 months ago because I thought it was an Oscar contender.
And then there
was some personal issues.
The subject of the movie has a more problematic life than I think they initially anticipated.
I don't think they recut the movie though. They just
moved the release date.
Yeah. They just let it quiet.
This is what they should have done with Cats.
They did that with The Hunt. The Hunt's back on. The one they canceled after the shooting.
That's coming up very soon. Okay. Look, I'm not going to watch this movie if I'm honest with you.
You racist.
But it's probably going to be better than Transformers. I mean, it looks like, kind of your standard run-of-the-mill thing, but I like all those people.
My only problem is I'm just done with Anthony Mackie. I just can't. That dude just annoys me.
That's fair. You're going to have a hard time with the...
Yeah, I know. It's going to be difficult for him.
So the next week we got March 13th. First one, and this is our first comic book movie in quite a while. Bloodshot with Vin Diesel.
Yes, which Hurt probably knows. You know Bloodshot the comic?
I've never read it. Is it Valiant?
Yeah, it's Valiant. He's like made out of like organism. Like he can like he's like bulletproof. He's
it's nanotech.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's real popular in the 90s.
Everyone loved nanotech back in the day.
As I think was our initial take on it. It looks like the best movie of 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks. I saw a trailer for it today actually on I guess TV or looks awful.
I feel like studios are really overestimating Vin Diesel's draw as a charismatic lead.
It's Vin Diesel and Guy Pearce, is that right? There's the
Vin Diesel and Guy Pearce, good pull.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
both of those guys are past their prime.
Yeah.
I hate to say it about Guy Pearce, but he hasn't done anything legitimately great in a while. And Vin Diesel probably never has done anything.
Yeah, Vin Diesel outside of the Fast and Furious movies does not make money at the box office.
Yeah, no. Even when he was an A-lister, he did.
Yeah, no. So, this is... I don't know. It just looks very generic.
Yeah.
Looks very generic.
I hope I'm wrong.
Worse than
Transformers.
But I'm going worse, and I'm not going to see it in theaters.
Yeah, I hope I'm not wrong. Because I don't want Vin Diesel to continue.
Yeah. So also coming out that weekend, another controversial film that got pushed because we can't stop shooting each other. A movie called The Hunt.
Yeah. It's embracing the drama. But the new marketing campaign is the fact that it got pushed and got people
that's
upset.
probably the right way to go if I'm honest with you, because otherwise
I don't know what this one's about.
So it's in a similar vein to a lot of movies we've been getting lately. It's a class warfare kind of movie where a bunch of poor people are gathered up to be hunted, I think, by rich people, and then obviously I think they get like kind of a fighting chance and they end up fighting back, and
This is a Blumhouse movie?
It is definitely a Blumhouse movie.
Hilary Swank, Emma Roberts.
Emma Roberts is in this movie?
Yeah.
Oh. I knew Hilary Swank was in it.
No one else ever.
You know what? I'm going to go better than Transformers on this.
Sounds like a Black Mirror episode to me.
It absolutely is.
For sure.
I don't know. I'm going to say worse than
I
Transformers.
mean, it looks like a trashy movie to watch on HBO on a Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes it better or worse than Transformers. Like, it probably is worse than Transformers.
I will say this. I'll watch this, but I won't watch Bloodshot or The Way Back. So if you look at it that way.
Yeah, no, see, that's kind of where I'm at, having a hard time with it.
As weird as it is, I trust Blumhouse movies. Like, I have grown... I always think of it as... And maybe this isn't fair to our scale, but I'm like, oh, they made this movie for a nickel and a can of Coke, and
no,
it's better than that.
We're not going to talk about it, but the February 27th comes out like the week before March is Invisible Woman with the Blumhouse. And it looks great.
Yeah, they have did they also do Fantasy Island? Like they have a long stretch.
That was a crazy thing. Is Fantasy Island's the first one where I've seen like Blumhouse's Fantasy Island.
Yeah.
Like they're advertising
as a Blumhouse movie.
Yeah. But anyway, back to March. Also that weekend, there is a what's that guy's fucking name? Joel Kinnaman vehicle called The Informer, where he is inside the prison, but he's undercover, and it looks terrible. It's worse than Transformers. Everything. If Joel Kinnaman's in it, it's worse than
I
Transformers.
just swore we talked about this in our winter
It
movie
might have, who
preview, and
knows?
it got pushed.
It probably got pushed and nobody noticed. Who
Yeah.
gives a
Yeah,
fuck?
Joel Kinnaman looks like he should be in prison. Other than that, I have no comment on this movie.
It's a fair point.
Yeah, worse than Transformers.
Also that week is Dave Bautista's children's comedy movie, My Spy.
In the vein of The Pacifier,
Yeah, this movie was supposed to come out a long time
Yeah,
ago.
it's been pushed several times.
and the one that Hulk Hogan did one of these too.
It's going to be worse than Transformers.
It's going to be worse than Transformers.
I'm going better.
You're
I
gonna go
like
better?
Batista. He's funny.
He does have very good comedic timing.
and
but
I like The Pacifier with Vin Diesel. It's one of the few Vin Diesel movies I
I
enjoy.
was like, you just spent 2 minutes shit talking every Vin Diesel
I like
movie.
that one movie.
That brings us to March 20th to a movie. Oh, is this worth going into it? A movie called I Still Believe?
Oh, yeah, this
Yeah.
is a Christian film.
Yep.
It looks like
About
it.
a Christian musician.
I think it's about Jeremy Camp. I don't know. This is kind of like a quasi-sequel to that Mercy Me movie we got last year. And this one was filmed in Mobile.
Cool.
That's about the only stat I know about it.
Yep, Jeremy Camp, starring
Take that to the
KJ
bank.
Apa.
It's not.
as
Oh,
Jeremy-
yeah, it's got the dude from the Riverdale.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it.
On the
CW.
WB, that's old school.
I know 3 things about the movie. Those are the 3 things.
Will it be better or worse than
It will
Transformers?
be worse, like most Christian
Yeah,
television.
they're all terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
worse than Transformers.
Jesus deserves better.
He does.
Yeah.
Just watch like Lord of the Rings or something. You get a similar message.
Yeah.
And also that. I don't know about that. So anyway, also that weekend of March 20th, we got the sequel to A Quiet Place just A Quiet Place Part 2.
Is that what they call sequels?
What?
Quiet Place Part 2.
Well, that's what the name of it is.
This sequel.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was very skeptical about this going forward because I really liked the ending of A Quiet Place. But
Yeah.
the first trailer for it really brought me in. I'm super into it. And they brought in my man crush, Cillian Murphy.
Everything we've seen looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and John Krasinski's coming back for a bit, so you get the beard again. I'm all in.
And
yeah.
Jimon Hansu's in it, I think.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
It looks like kind of like the scary people now are going to be part of the problem,
Yeah.
which
yeah.
I think is cool.
The monsters aren't the only monsters.
Yeah, kind of Walking Dead it a bit.
I was about to say, it's
Very Walking Dead. Hopefully better than that.
Yeah,
I'm going better than Transformers.
me too.
I'm definitely going better than Transformers.
That's one I think I'll watch it in theaters.
Yeah. Oh, I hope to see it in theaters, yeah.
Yeah.
I hope Quiet Place just like notches out of this March space for like good horror movies.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Well, you had like Get Out and Us were kind of in this.
Yeah,
thing.
they
Yeah,
were.
yeah.
Yeah, similar time frame.
Yeah, you're right.
So that brings us to March 27th, where we have Disney's live-action Mulan release. I have no idea how this is tracking as far as like pre-sales or hype or anything. The trailers look good and well made, but I still don't know who this movie is for.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if this movie. I don't think it's going to do well. Not because I don't think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be one of those movies that's like critically reviewed well.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't look like it has an audience. You know, it's not for kids, and I don't know if us we're going to go see it. You know,
Yeah,
If
I mean,
if it
that's-
draws in that much. I think it looks great though. I think the trailers look super cool.
I would feel better about it if they made it more clear, like who they're marketing it
Yeah.
for. Because if I can't tell, then I think most people
Because it
also
can't be
tell.
PG-13. You can't make this PG-13.
I don't think it is PG-13. I think it'll be PG.
That's what I'm saying. But like the trailers make it seem like it's veering PG-13. But you're right. It has to be PG.
Yeah. I would say I think this movie is targeted to all the people who were 10 years old in 1997 who now are at least interested in the fact that, or respect the fact that Disney is trying to make a more traditional film.
Yeah.
Using an all-Asian cast, an Asian director, and filming it in China. I think that appeals to a lot of people, and I think people will turn out for it. I don't know that it will have, like, Aladdin, or definitely not Lion King numbers, but I would say, I mean, maybe close to Aladdin. I think this movie crosses $1 billion. I think it will be seen. That name alone has so much power.
I'd say lower than $1 billion, but better than Transformers.
Yeah, I agreed with you, Ian. I think it will be probably pretty good, but I don't think it's going to be as successful as they want it to be.
Yeah. As sad as that is, I just don't think there's a hook. I don't know. Kind of like Dumbo. I don't know if kids are attached to.
Well, they're far more attached to Mulan than Dumbo.
Yeah, no,
that
I agree.
movie's 70 years old.
But I just don't know who Dumbo is for, and I don't know who this is
Yeah,
for. It's kind of the
hopefully word of mouth will be kind of this one. We'll see how it goes.
I disagree with that premise because I think Dumbo was specifically marketed to children, and I think that's why people didn't go to it.
point. Danny DeVito scared them off.
That's for sure. That movie looked creepy. But this looks to me
And Colin
like
Farrell.
a movie that will appeal to 20-somethings.
I hope so. I want to see it.
Also, that weekend of the 27th, we got a movie called Vivarium, which has got Jesse Eisenberg and Imogene Poots. You guys don't have to look it up. I just saw a trailer for it. Where it's like a weird Twilight Zone thing where they're looking for a new house in kind of like a Pleasantville sort of neighborhood.
Why not just remake Pleasantville?
And then they get trapped there, and they're the only ones there, and there's nothing except they just magically get provided stuff, but they can never leave. And then one day they open their door and there's a baby, and they have to raise the baby because there's nothing else they can do.
Sounds very high concept-y.
Yeah, it's a creepy looking trailer, but I don't know. It wouldn't be my first choice, but again, if it's on like HBO or something, I might give it a shot.
Yeah.
It looks better than Transformers, but it looks creepy as fuck.
I know nothing about it but your description, and off that, I'm going worse than Transformers.
Fair enough. So that brings us into April. We got the third. I don't know what this movie is. I do. Two Lovebirds with Issa Rae and Kumail Nanjiani. Romantic comedy, kind of a dying breed or dying genre.
Yep.
At least in the theaters.
This is in New Orleans, I think?
It looks like it, yeah. Both these people are funny. I think we've seen recently you can do a rom-com well if it's just written well. So I have no idea. Could be terrible, could be good.
I like the female lead.
Issa
She's
Rae?
in The Photograph.
Oh, have you seen The Photograph?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'll bet it's good. Is Lakeith Stanfield delightful?
Yes, of course.
God, I love Lakeith Stanfield.
I like Kumail Nanjiani. I'm going better than Transformers.
Yeah, this is the year of Kumail Nanjiani.
Good job, buddy.
He's going to be in Eternals. He got jacked. He's in a rom-com. So, good for him.
Yeah, good for him indeed.
I liked his last rom-com. I would consider Big Sick a rom-com.
That's true, actually. Let's call it better than Transformers off the back of Big Sick.
Yep.
If nothing else.
Better than Transformers, indeed.
Also that weekend of the 3rd, we've got the long
Talk about delayed.
New Mutants, which it was originally a Fox property, one of their kind of spin-off X-Men movies. It's kind of got a horror vibe to it, and then just got moved down the slate indefinitely once Disney bought out Fox. But it's finally got a release date, finally got another trailer. I don't think they did a lot to it.
No. I think it got delayed even before, Fox was delaying it.
Yeah.
Even before Disney bought them, it just kept getting put down the pike. Starring a bunch of actresses people may be familiar with, but have kind of peaked.
Yeah, no, this movie was super
2017.
What's hot right now, and
Yeah.
right now was a long time ago.
Yeah, Macy Williams, who played Arya Stark, is starring as...
When Game of Thrones was real hot.
Anya
Taylor-Joy.
and then I forget the Charlie Heaton.
That sounds correct.
Yeah, that is right.
Yeah,
I
from
think.
Stranger Things. And then directed by Josh Trank, who had done
Josh Boone.
Oh, God, not Josh Trank.
Yeah, Josh
who had done Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah, Fault of Our Stars.
So, and it was supposed to be a kind of a teen take on the X-Men.
Well, a teen horror.
With a horror
Yeah.
take. I thought the trailer looked good. I'm going to go on a limb here and say better than Transformers.
Look, I'm the thing that I'm most excited about is just kind of breathing a different life into the X-Men after having seen the same X-Men movie
Yeah, a lot.
20 times over the last 20 years. So I'm also going to go better than Transformers. I don't think it's going to be a lot. I think it's going to be close to Transformers.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of into this concept.
I think this movie's going to be better than Transformers, and I think a lot of that is going to be... I think the problem with this movie is Simon Kinberg. I read somewhere that initially when he came up with the idea for the film, it was going to be taking place the same time Apocalypse happened, and it was supposed to be in the 80s. And then Simon Kinberg wanted to age everybody up for... What the fuck? Dark Phoenix.
Yeah,
I already forgot that movie
Yeah.
existed. And that they then were going to reshoot the movie to make it align with Dark Phoenix. And it just sounds like a mess. They didn't know what they were going to do, and Disney's just fuck, you make whatever movie you initially made, we'll just put it in the theaters. We paid $65 billion for it.
Yeah.
Let's see if it turns a profit.
And I'm more excited for this than it was for Dark Phoenix. And I think this will be better received than Dark Phoenix.
I think this will be better than Dark Phoenix.
Because Dark Phoenix was...
It's a low bar to clear, but I agreed.
Yeah.
Do you guys think if this is successful, this will be in the MCU? I feel like they've given themselves an out.
Possibly, because it doesn't really tie in anything else. So they could make it for sure.
So that brings us to the last thing from that weekend, which is Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway. Kids movie starring James Corden, my nemesis.
Domhnall Gleeson.
I like James Corden.
Domhnall Gleeson. Is it what's her face? Rose
Byrne.
Is it Rose Byrne or is it
the one from the X-Men movie?
Yeah,
from First Class.
I think it is Rose Byrne.
Yeah, that's Rose Byrne.
Yeah.
She's in the Zac Efron, Seth Rogen Neighbors.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I won't watch this movie because, again, James Corden's in it. I will say the thing that annoyed me about the trailer, I don't know if this is the same thing that's the thing about the first one, is Peter Rabbit seems to be the one that's leading all his friends to go steal from this market.
Yeah.
And then they all get captured by animal control, and then he's like, no, we must go get them back. Fuck you, man. This is your fault. Also, too, you're stealing. You should probably fucking learn to deal with the consequences. These are bad messages for kids.
He's a rabbit.
I know. You shouldn't just break your other friends out of their, that's just... Well, this is a bad kids movie.
Peter Rabbit looks adorable. I'm on board. Better than Transformers.
I've actually seen the first one, so I'm going worse than Transformers.
You're more informed.
So that brings us to April 10th, where the only release, probably wisely, is the new James Bond film, No Time to Die.
Oh, I'm excited. The closer we get.
I'm going to go better than Transformers.
Daniel Craig's back. I can't remember who the director is on this one.
The guy from
Cary
True Detective.
Fukunaga.
Yeah,
That's
True
right.
Detective
Okay,
season
yeah.
1. Yeah, I think it's gonna. It looks cool. Remy Malek. We have mixed feelings on him on the podcast. But
Yeah.
I'm ready to stir it up a little bit. I see Christoph Waltz is going to be in it for like a cameo. So
I hope it's just a cameo.
Yeah.
I think there is a very thin line of margin between a great Bond film and a very mediocre Bond film. So from the trailer, I cannot tell. But I
Yeah.
hope it's great.
I have reservations about
Yeah,
it.
it had a shaky production. He got hurt. It got delayed. It changed directors from Danny Boyle. But yeah, I don't know. The closer I get, and the trailer has me hyped up. So I'm going better than Transformers. I want it to do well because I do love this version of Bond. It's my it's my favorite. You guys maybe like Pierce Brosnan better, but I mean,
Oh, fuck, no.
no, I mean, for the recent ones,
Yeah.
but I do love Daniel Craig's Bond.
I like Daniel Craig's Bond a lot. It's probably number 2 for me. And I like almost all these movies. I don't really... Quantum Solace is the only one I really dislike, but...
Hurt, we know.
Hurt likes them all.
I don't
But
like Quantum Solace.
The drama behind the scenes is what really... And it feels like they really rushed production to get this movie out on time once they had a director and a script. So, I don't know.
There's some anniversary, I think, like the 25th or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what it is, but yeah, I think you're right.
This is the 25th film.
Okay, yeah, I think they pushed it to hit a date for sure. So we'll see. I'm going better than Transformers.
I'm going to go better.
I'm going worse than Transformers because I really hated Spectre, and I feel nothing is... Like, the production stuff is not going to make it
You
better.
think Quantum of Solace is better than Spectre?
I do.
Legitimately, what is memorable about Quantum of Solace?
Mostly just...
The water, the fact the water is the twist.
Yeah.
That's the worst twist ever.
Spectre's the better than Quantum of Solace.
I like... There's just a couple action sequences I like in that movie.
That Mexico Dawn of the City cold opening in
I mean, that's
Spectre
the
is fucking
best part
dope.
of the movie.
Yeah, that part's fucking dope.
I think you're being defiant to be defiant.
I will defy you on that. So that brings us to April 17th, where we got another remake of the Secret Garden that no one asked for.
I didn't even know this was a
I
thing.
don't even want to talk about it.
Worse than
Transformers. Yeah. And the Trolls World Tour, which is that the third Trolls movie? Or
Second.
Okay, this is the second. Okay.
God.
How was you like the first Trolls movie?
First one's okay. Yeah.
This one looks like an American Idol take on it. I don't know what's going on with this Trolls. Have we watched the trailer?
Yeah, I've seen the trailer. It's about rival troll factions that are seeking the power of all the trolls or something.
Ugh.
And I mean, the first one is pretty funny. Like, it has some adult humor in there, and the animation style's interesting, and I think it's a fun concept. This one makes me a little apprehensive, but I'll probably watch it. Definitely not in theaters.
Yeah, I haven't watched the first. Won't watch the second. Worse than Transformers.
Worse than Transformers. That said, Can't Stop the Feeling is a fucking great song, and that came out of Trolls, so maybe I'm wrong.
I hate that song. That's a Justin Timberlake.
I mean, it definitely got overplayed, but I still like it. So 2 other smaller releases coming out that weekend that we don't have to spend a lot of time on is a horror movie called Antlers that looks fucking terrifying.
What's this about?
It's about a young boy who really the grown-ups around him are realizing that his parents aren't really around and there's something wrong at home, and then it's kind of clear that something has happened to his family. They've like mutated into something horrible, and he's been like low-key taking care of them while trying not to get killed by them since he was very, very young.
This is produced by somebody, right? Guillermo del Toro, or...
I'm not sure, but it looks like a Guillermo del Toro kind of thing.
Gary Russell and Jesse Plemons.
It looks real scary.
Yeah.
Scott Cooper directing. I don't know who Scott.
But it looks better than Transformers.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the trailer, yeah. It looked freaky. I'm going to go better than Transformers.
Yeah. And also that weekend is A Promising Young Woman, which is kind of like the revenge fantasy of the Me Too movement. It's got Carey Mulligan, who is spending her whole time just kind of seducing and tricking these awful men to come and, like, who think that she's in a vulnerable position back to their house, and then presumptively fucking killing them, torturing them. We're not really sure.
What movie? Where is this coming? The theaters?
Yeah.
I haven't seen this trailer.
I swear we've watched this. No, I guess we haven't watched the movie together. I don't know. It's been in front of a lot of things.
Okay.
I haven't seen anything or heard anything about
Yeah.
this.
Y'all are fucking crazy. What am I watching?
Who else is in this?
A lot of the male cast are like famous men. Who's the other girl in it? Shit.
Look it up.
Yeah, look up the. I know.
This sounds like pretty interesting, but yeah, I haven't heard anything about this.
Yeah, the whole thing is she's supposed to be like, she was a promising, I think, medical student who
Clancy Brown
was like sexually assaulted, and through the course of accusing someone, kind of ruined her reputation and her career. And so, like,
Sounds interesting.
yeah,
Yeah, it sounds good.
I'll go better than Transformers based off your pitch.
yeah.
Yep, better
And
than
the
Transformers.
cast.
Yeah,
I
the
like Carey Mulligan and I like Clancy Brown. We're the only two people that I know that's in it. So
I mean, Carey Mulligan is the main person. Carey Mulligan can carry a movie. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good.
So the next weekend, there's a lot of horror in April. This is weird. A movie called Antebellum with
Yes.
Janelle Monáe, which I don't know what the fuck it's about. I've watched the trailer and I still don't know what the fuck it's about.
yeah, I've seen the trailer once. Yeah, no clue what it's about.
I like Janelle Monáe. I liked her opening of the Oscars better than Transformers.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go better than Transformers.
And also that week we got a movie called Bad Trip that's got Tiffany Haddish and people that I don't really know. It's a comedy.
I'm going to go worse.
It's probably worse than Transformers. Tiffany Haddish is not a mark of quality most of the time.
I haven't watched a lot of Tiffany Haddish movies.
Good. Save yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
Girls Trip, other than that, I don't think she's done a good one. Well, that
Yeah.
one with Kevin Hart where Kevin Hart had to go back to school. I think it was
Night School.
Night School.
That was a brutal movie.
Yeah,
I can't believe that got made. But
just her style of comedy just doesn't appeal to me. I mean, I know she's got quite a following, but
Yeah. So that brings into May, which is, the beginning of summer. And we start off May 1st with probably the heavy hitter of the summer, Black Widow, Marvel's only movie of the summer, I think.
yeah,
Summer.
Eternals comes out in the fall.
Well,
Yeah.
they got Morbius
Yeah, maybe.
if it reaches release. But yeah,
So this is a
MC
prequel movie
MCU.
in the MCU that follows Black Widow.
post Civil War.
Yeah.
Kind of going back to where she was trained, where she comes from, and meeting up with some of the other assassins that she met with to.
Kind of has a fugitive vibe to a degree because she's kind of, this is after she helped Captain America escape, so she's on the run. There's no Avengers, and everyone's kind of chasing her, sort of
Yeah.
deal.
Taskmaster is going to be in this.
Yep, it's got
David Harbour.
David Harbour,
As
Florence
Red Guardian.
Pugh, and Rachel Weisz. It's it's a killer cast.
Especially now, Florence Pugh's like on her way up.
Absolutely.
So like she's the reason I'm so excited for this movie because like the first fight scene kind of had a Jason Bourne. It kind of had like a cool action vibe. And then the trailer came out where she's like jumping from the sky. It looks like it's gonna have cool action. And then Florence Pugh after watching Little Women, I want her to become the new Black Widow. Like how cool would that be if you it's gonna have some sort of crazy tie-in to the future. Like one stinger credit I think will be like something in the future that's gonna have you hyped. Like Florence Pugh coming in and talking the Hulkers. You know what I mean? So like I'm just ready to get back in the MCU. We've kind of about 6 or 7 months since Spider-Man.
Yeah,
So I got my
probably
appetite
longer,
kind of back on for it. So I'm excited for another MCU movie.
Agreed. I think I'm ready for it.
I think this movie will be very standalone-ish, but I anticipate it will be our first clue to what the next set of Avengers is going to look like.
It's also definitely. I mean, if we're going through the list that we've got here and the list that we did the last time we did our winter movie preview. Marvel as a brand is so strong that people who don't even haven't even seen the trailers or don't really know anything about the property know that hey, if I go see a Marvel movie, I'm gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
So I think this is really like the first. I don't know the really big broad appeal movie of the year.
Agreed.
What I would like to see is like because Thanos was such a big threat. I don't think you could top him. I think you start forming a super villain team, I hope that's where they go in this next one.
God, I would love that.
So, like, you make it Hammer or something, I don't know. Dark,
Also, Jason Hurt would love that. If he was
but
here.
like, if the singer was like someone, whoever it is, someone, grabs Taskmaster and says, hey, they got a team, we're going to start forming around. God, that would be so fucking cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think that's what they're going to do. I have a feeling that the next big MCU villain is either going to be Galactus or Krang.
Yeah.
Not saying I wouldn't enjoy. I think maybe before you get to that
Thunderbolts would be that's the name of the team I would call
I think if you got to an Avengers versus film, it'll be Avengers versus X-Men, or maybe Avengers versus the Thunderbolts. Especially if you could get like Norman Osborn in there.
Yeah.
He's really key, I think.
I don't even know who's still alive from any of the old MCU villains. Most of them are gone. They always
you got Baron Zemo. I think Zemo is a great candidate for that.
I think you have Abomination. There's still a few.
Yeah. So they better than Transformers.
Definitely better. It looks great.
That brings us to May 8th, where there's not a lot. There's supposedly a Legally Blonde 3 with Reese Witherspoon, but
Susie's so excited for this.
Nothing has come out about it. There's no trailer.
They can make that movie in a week.
There's not even a poster. I mean, touche.
Just put her in DC with some cameras.
I mean, the first Legally Blonde is a great movie. I've never seen Legally Blonde 2.
Yes, the second one's good too.
Yeah, they're both good.
It's definitely got a huge fan following. So
I'm watching Morning Show right now. And Reese Witherspoon is such a good actress.
Yeah, and
better than Transformers.
Better than
way better.
Sure. And also that weekend is
also for Black Widow. I don't know that I said it.
Okay. Is an indie movie called The Personal History of David Copperfield, which has got Dev Patel also. It's a
lot of Dev Patel.
Have you guys seen the trailer for this?
Yeah.
It looks
pretty charming.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
It's like kind of in the vein of Emma, which is coming out very soon.
I haven't seen it. Is it a bio?
I mean, it's a
biography.
No, it's based on Dickinson. It's like I think it's not faithful, but it's based on Charles Dickens' book.
But it looks like kind of a zany Victorian drama, comedy kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I've never read David Copperfield, so I don't know if it's faithful or not.
Yeah,
but
I
thought this is zany and weird.
I thought this was about the magician David Copperfield, and it was a biography.
Yeah, no.
I'm pretty sure David Copperfield got his name from the Charles Dickens book. I don't think his name is David Copperfield.
So that brings us to May 15th, where I think probably the big movie this week, which is disappointing, is Scoob with an exclamation point.
You know what? I'm going to see this movie, and I do hope that I enjoy it, but
I think it's going to be better than the trailer. I really do. But
it's going to lean into cute dog stuff, which I love.
Yeah.
But come on, do we really need a prequel to how the mystery gang found each other?
It's an origin story for everything about Scooby-Doo that nobody fucking needed.
You guys remember that show from like I want to say it's like maybe the early 90s that was like all of them, but they were kids?
Yeah. I used to watch that shit all the time.
Yeah, that's all I would want.
Yeah.
It's not going to be that, but if it were a movie version of that show, I'd be way more on board. I'm just upset they recast Shaggy. Should be Matthew Lillard.
I'm just upset that it's fucking called Scoob.
I thought it was Freddie Prinze.
Freddie Prinze plays Freddy.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got it. Yeah,
I can understand why that would be confusing.
Yeah, Matthew Lillard is great as Shaggy.
Yeah.
I want Scrappy.
Scrappy's fucking terrible.
Give me Scrappy, dude.
It's just you.
Yeah, you're the only one on that island.
Just a lone member of a Facebook group somewhere. Also,
worse than Transformers.
Yeah, worse than Transformers.
I'm going to go better than Transformers.
Yeah, that's your optimism speaking.
Yep.
That brings us to Spiral, which is Chris Rock's Saw movie, which I don't know if... Do we know if it's a reboot or a sequel? Or it is? It's an official sequel?
Well, I think it's because at one point he's looking at the saw and the bone. I think it... I don't know that.
But that's what makes me think it's like... Is it like a rebooty thing? Or is it like... Is it a prequel? Is it like... What is it?
I'm going to say it's a soft reboot that doesn't wipe away the history, but also doesn't really tie it.
Yeah, because I think Jigsaw's known. That's how that symbol got made, became famous in the first place. So I think it's in a universe where Jigsaw's existed, but it's not going to be tied to anything.
Yeah. I'm going to go worse than Transformers.
Yeah, Sam Jackson's in it, and I was excited until I saw the trailer, which looked generic policey. Worse than Transformers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worse than Transformers. But
I liked the trailer better than I thought it was going to, but I'm going off of the history of the Saw franchise.
Yeah.
Sure.
I will watch this, though, and give it a chance.
Sure.
I like Chris Rock. I want him to be a thing.
And the other movie that's coming out this weekend, which kind of goes into your standard unreliable, female-led thriller that seems to come out every goddamn year. Woman in the Window, that has a really great cast, including Amy Adams, Gary Oldman, Julianne Moore, Wyatt Russell, Anthony Mackie, Brian Tyree Henry. But it looks fucking terrible.
I haven't seen anything from this, but I like the cast.
If you've seen the trailer for Girl on the Train, imagine if Asylum tried to make that movie.
Oh. That doesn't sound great.
No, it doesn't, but there's so many great people in it.
Yeah. I'm going to say better because I like Amy Adams.
It's going to be
worse
worse.
than Transformers. There's a reason I haven't seen anything about this.
That's absolutely true.
That's a fair point.
So we're getting close to the end of May. May 22nd, we got Fast and Furious 9.
It's going to be worse than Transformers.
It's going to be worse than Transformers.
Yeah, way worse. This movie looks awful.
Yeah, the trailer was bad. This franchise has gone off the rails.
Yeah, they need to quit.
Yeah, they got to stop. They're not. They're going to make at least 2 more, but
As long as they keep making money.
and they will.
Yeah.
These movies have
I
wide
don't know,
appeal.
he was like harpooning a bridge with
Dude, I know a lot of people that were super pumped on Facebook when they saw the trailer for this movie. It's going to make money.
Yeah, probably will. I'll be disappointed. I don't really know anymore. I thought Sonic was going to bomb. I thought Bad Boys was going to bomb.
Yeah, that's
the
true.
world is upside down.
We're not connected to the society anymore, to the pulse. But also that weekend, we got another SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run.
Worse than Transformers.
I like SpongeBob. I'm sure it'll be better than Transformers, but
I've never
You're
seen.
sure. You're dead set this film is going to be better than
I
Transformers.
feel good about it. I like most SpongeBob episodes.
I've
Have
never
you-
seen a second of SpongeBob.
Oh, you're kind of missing out. Have you seen the other 2 movies?
No. Are the movies bad?
They're awful. They're both
I might have
terrible.
seen the one with David Hasselhoff, but I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah, they're bad. And this looks bad. Worse than
Worse
Transformers.
than Transformers.
Better than Transformers.
That's your optimism.
Yes, you're optimistic.
It is. So that brings us to the last week in May and the last week of our spring movie preview, which is May 29th. We got a one that I didn't even know about. Disney is doing a movie of Artemis Fowl.
Yeah,
Yep.
got pushed back.
Also pushed back.
Yeah, I don't know if it got pushed back because they wanted a better release date, because you put it in May.
Yeah.
That must mean you believe in it.
It was originally August of last year, because
Yeah.
I've had that poster forever.
Kenneth Branagh directed this film.
I don't know much about this. Does anyone
Book
know about the
series?
source material?
No, I've never read.
I've never read it.
We-
Oh
No.
damn, we're all too old for this shit.
I think there's a
see what it's
mystery
about.
element, but also like fairies and fantasy creatures.
I was really banking on Christian to know what this was.
Yeah, never. I've seen the trailer and it looks fun.
Artemis Fowl, a young Irish criminal mastermind, kidnaps the fairy leprechaun officer Captain Short
I wasn't far off.
for ransom to fund the search for his missing father in order to restore the family fortune.
Wow.
So it's like Lord of the Rings meets Incredibly Loud and or Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close.
Yeah, that's not for me.
I'm gonna go better than Transformers.
Josh Gad is in it. Judi Dench
I like Kenneth Branagh
and
movies.
Kenneth
You
as a director.
like Thor, the original Thor.
I hate that movie. That's my least favorite.
That's Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah, I know. Of his movie.
He's hit or miss. Okay.
No. I shouldn't say that. Thor 1 is not my least favorite. Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah,
Thor-
that's the
Thor-
correct
Thor-
answer.
I'm going to go worse than Transformers on this.
Yeah, way worse than Transformers.
And the last thing that I think we're going to talk about is a movie that we just talked about on our news podcast, which is another Dev Patel movie, The Green Knight, which is kind of a medieval, gritty, fantasy, epic-y looking thing. You said it was based on the Arthurian legend of which
Sir
knight?
Gawain.
Okay,
Gawain? I don't know.
Gawain, I don't know.
Gawain,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, no, I like this trailer a lot. I'm going better than Transformers.
Yeah, it looks great. Like a spooky take on King Arthur.
Yeah.
I'm
also-
into this.
I also think if you want to make a King Arthur movie, but not make King Arthur the main character, good decision.
I agree. I think that is a good decision. I think path less taken
Yeah, exactly.
is a good way to go. So yeah, better than Transformers.
I found one more in here.
Okay, go for
Jon
it.
Stewart written and directing a movie called Irresistible.
Yep.
With Steve Carell, and I guess he's playing a Democratic strategist helps a veteran mayor run in a Midwest town. I like Jon Stewart. I miss him. On the Tonight Show,
Yeah.
So this could be good. Steve Carell and Chris Cooper. It's got a good cast. And has he done movies? He's done other movies before, hasn't he? Jon Stewart.
He made one. He wrote and directed another movie that came out last year that I don't remember doing too well. But I have seen the trailer for this movie and it looks Fun.
Yeah.
Topher Grace, Rose Byrne. It's got a pretty Mackenzie Davis from that awful Terminator movie that I was the only one who liked. So
Jehu liked it. He complained about it for
10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go better than Transformers on the Jon Stewart movie because I like Jon Stewart and Steve Carell.
Good reasoning for me, as I need. Better than Transformers.
I'm going to go worse than Transformers. It didn't look like it had a lot to say to me.
And yeah, that's pretty much...
Those are the movies.
That's the spring movie preview. Fantastic.
What's the one movie you guys are most excited about?
Black Widow.
It's Black Widow.
If you took Black Widow out, what would you guys say?
Quiet Place 2.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good call. I might be similar.
Probably the correct answer.
Yeah, actually...
maybe Mulan. I think Mulan is the only one I could maybe put in there.
Mulan and Green Knight are the only other... There's only like 5 movies in there that I want to see or willing to make the time for to see in theaters.
Yeah.
And those are it.
I do really want to see how New Mutants turned out, just after...
Yeah.
And No Time to Die. That's also in there.
Oh, No Time to Die.
So maybe 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Not Bloodshot.
But see, last year it was like from like the first week of April through like
it was
the first week of July, like every week.
Yeah.
This week, this year feels like a little bit of a breather.
For sure.
I gotta post that.
Yep.
Podcast is really boring, Joseph, today.
Yeah.
Are you sleepy from your day off about work?
Touche. So yeah, that's it for our spring movie preview. Join us in 3 months. We'll have a
summer
movie preview. But join us every week after that, where we got other bullshit for you. In the meantime, what have we been watching, guys?
I'll go first. In the spirit of the Academy Awards, I watched last year's Academy Award winner, The Green Book, that I had not seen yet.
Oh, you never watched it?
No.
Okay.
It's pretty okay.
Yeah.
I think Mahershala Ali is fantastic in it.
As he always is.
He way outshines the rest of that movie.
Vigo's like a caricature of a New York guy.
Yeah. There's no real... I mean, there is a plot, but there's no rising and falling action.
No.
It's just these two guys riding through the South. And much like Remember the Titans, it makes you feel good because it feels like, we beat racism. We watch it because Kate has a friend who's in the movie. And good for him. I mean, he has a speaking part. That was cool.
Nice.
But I think it's better than Transformers. I'm not in any rush to ever watch it again.
Sure.
I don't know that it was the best movie of 2018. But hey, whatever.
I would agree with it was not the best movie of 2018, but I thought it was fun.
It was fine.
It's fun.
Again,
Viggo Mortensen put on a lot of weight.
Vigo's funny in it, but I don't think I think that's one of the worst performances.
Movie.
Yeah,
he's not
movie. Bad, but nothing's asked of him.
Yeah, Mahershala Ali's great.
Mahershala Ali is great in it.
And I love him.
And then I watched BBC's Dracula.
Ooh, how was that?
The first episode is fantastic. It's really great.
So just to be clear, this is BBC is written famously by
Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss.
Correct, who write Doctor Who
and Sherlock. The two of them, Stephen Moffat was a showrunner on Doctor Who, Mark Gatiss wrote a bunch of episodes on Steve, and then they wrote Sherlock together. This takes a lot of Sherlock influence. The first episode is real, horror-y, classic gothic horror, traditional vampire, and I really, really liked it. There's a twist at the end that I think is pretty predictable, but really good. The second episode, again, a little twisty. You don't really know what's going on. You don't really know what's real and what's in people's imagination. Still pretty good. I'm pretty on board. Ends on a huge twist. The third episode, couldn't stand it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't want to spoil what happens. I don't really have a problem with the way the show ends. I just have a problem with the choice they made for the direction of the third episode. Having said that, there's a character in there who's a nun named Sister Agatha. I fucking love her. She may be my new favorite fictional character ever. She's great. I still think it's better than Transformers, and it's worth a watch. But it is like Sherlock in that it's essentially 3 movies.
Right. It's an hour and a half.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I liked it.
Fair enough. That it?
That's it.
I watched not very much this week. I finished that series that I had been watching called Undone. That's created by one of the co-creators and previous writers of BoJack. It's pretty good. It's on Amazon. It definitely starts off as kind of this time travel twisty drama thingy. But as you go on, it becomes more of the potentially unreliable narrator. They do a whole episode that's not from the perspective of the girl who has the time travel abilities, and she looks fucking insane. And so then it's kind of like there's a history of schizophrenia in her family. Is she crazy, or are people, that's what it kind of turns into towards the end of it. And it's done well. Like all of the characters feel very fleshed out, and you care about them because they feel like real people, just trying to like figure out the situation with all of the information that they have. So it's pretty good. I don't think it needs a second season. I like where it left off, but they're going to do another season, so that's fine. And then I watched the first episode of Lock and Key on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
It was not good.
Yeah, I've heard bad things about it.
So I stopped watching it. And that's it.
I'm surprised you gave it a shot, because it's an hour long, right?
Yeah.
You watched one episode or the whole season?
One episode.
Okay. Yeah, I heard bad things too. Also, in the spirit of the Oscars, I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because we had it for the showcase.
Yeah.
And I had it on the big screen.
I was just thinking, I know when I came out, I feel like I was overly harsh on Once. I still loved it, obviously. Yeah. But when I think about the moments from that movie, I'm like, oh god, it was really great.
Yeah,
I want to rewatch it.
It's so funny. I wish I would have watched that because, I think that is my favorite movie of the year. I came out of that more excited than definitely like Parasite or even 1917, some of these other movies. It's just a super fun movie, and it is so funny.
I think the thing about that movie, the first time you watch it, is those last 45 minutes, narratively, are so unexpected. Like, the way that movie ends and the way it ties all those things is not really how you anticipate it. And it's because it's not even just, like, character choices. It's just a weird story structure.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good thing. I just think you have to kind of separate yourself from those initial reactions.
What I think hurts Tarantino a lot is, like, all these other movies are, like, mostly limited release, December, Thanksgiving. Tarantino's the only one of his movies supposed to be an Oscar contender, but it's also a summer blockbuster. So a lot of these people voting on that movie hadn't watched it in 6 months. Mm-hmm. Maybe they propped it in to, refresher. But I do think that, like, it being around 6 months longer than some of these other movies hurts it a lot.
I do agree with you at this point, because I think that if I had watched it closer to, when I watched all the other movies, it probably would have ranked higher.
Yeah, because it's really, really good. And it's so funny, man. Leonardo DiCaprio is just his whole day, playing Caleb on that set when, running into, Timothy Olyphant and just
his scene with that little girl.
Yes, it's
so
just
good.
The whole, he's a great actor.
He's very good, yeah.
I watched that. I watched About Time, Susie.
Yeah.
One of her favorite movies. I hadn't seen it. Domhnall Gleeson.
Somehow Rachel McAdams is in 2 time travel love stories.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really sad. I didn't realize it was more almost about a father-son kind of love relationship, but Bill Nighy plays Domhnall Gleeson's father.
Bill Nighy.
He is so good. And I also love Bill Nighy. Love, actually, his character in that is one of my favorites. But, yeah, it was really good. I got the feels from it, and I don't normally say that. So Rachel McAdams is also like not playing like a super hot girl. Like she like kind of plays like a shy, and she does a really good job with it.
Good. Acting.
Exactly. And then I finished All or Nothing, the Eagles. Kind of came down on Carson Wentz's leadership a little bit.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it kind of broke my heart, man. When he was struggling in the middle of the season, he was definitely acting kind of douchey. And like I remember watching Hard Knocks, the Falcons, and watching Matt Ryan. And I didn't really like Matt Ryan before that, but coming away just impressed because he just seemed like a good leader. You know what I mean? Kind of, but, once he turned it around, but when they were struggling in the middle of the season, man, he was just acting kind of douchey from what the cameras made it seem.
I feel like Carson's in a weird spot and that the team has been successful without him.
Yeah. But once he turned around, he was cool, but man, he was acting kind of like he was ignoring like Josh, a lot of it was the interaction with our backup, Josh McCown. And he's like just positive coaching him, and Carson just blowing him off.
Josh McCown
completely
seems like
not even responding to him.
Josh McCown seems like the nicest fucking person.
Yeah, and man, at the end of the season when he got hurt, tore his hamstring in that game, it ends very well. And then the last thing is I started Narcos Season 4, Season 2 of Mexico. I don't know if you guys seen this. It's got Diego Luna from Star Wars Rogue One. Yeah. And it's got, this season starts Scoot McNairy taking over from Michael Pena, who got killed at the end of the last season.
Spoiler.
And he plays a CIA officer. And man, Scoot McNairy grew a mustache and became badass.
I love it.
Like, he's kidnapping dudes off the street.
Is it True Detective Season 3 quality Scoot McNairy mustache?
Yes.
Because that's my favorite Scoot mustache.
It's like that dude with like a super smart background. You know what I mean? But it's I'm only through one episode, but I love that show.
Well, you're pitching me on it a little bit. I'm kind of like
Scoot McNairy is like a badass CIA agent, and what the thing is, this whole season is like them coming back at the Narcos for killing Kiki Camarena at the end of the first season. So he's just like kidnapping people off the street, and it's pretty badass. So that's what I've seen.
Good deal.
I love Scoot. I don't know why he's not in more shit.
Yes, he should be in more shit.
Yeah, after Superman blew him up.
He's like many of the character actors. You know, he's the best small part in not necessarily always the best movie.
Yeah.
But cool. I think that's it for this week. Next week, the new season, final season theoretically, of the Clone Wars is coming out. Yeah, on Disney Plus.
Yep.
And I think we're gonna watch it. And
is it getting binged, or are they releasing it 1 week at a time?
Oh shit, that's a good question.
I bet you it's 1 week at because I think
maybe.
most of their stuff's 1 week at a time.
Oh, it's 1 week at a time. Maybe we'll do something else. See how it goes.
We can do the premiere episode.
I don't know that will be enough. God, I hope it's not. 'Cause I want to binge it.
Yeah, it's a very bingeable show.
It's different than they might because it's an older show, so maybe they do just dump it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so who knows?
But tentatively that. In the meantime, just for everybody's awareness, anybody who's in the Pensacola area or would like to come join us, our local Comic-Con, Pensacon, is coming up at the end of this month, February 28th through March 1st. And we'll be there pretty much all weekend, but we specifically have a panel on the last day, March 1st at 5:15.
This is very official for us.
Yeah, I know.
So come show some support.
Absolutely,
it would help us out.
Please come show us support. We're going to do Fix a Star Wars movie. We're going to pick one of each of the original, or the prequels, original trilogy, sequel trilogy, and spin-offs, and propose concrete fixes for each one. And then, depending on how the setup is, we're hoping to get some audience suggestions also. So if you're into this podcast and you think that there's something you could tweak about a Star Wars movie, we'd love for you to be there.
Absolutely.
Come on down.
Yeah. But
great style.
But thank you guys for listening. Please like and subscribe, rate the podcast, tell your friends about it, especially before Pentacon thing. We'd love to have as many butts in seats as we can get.
Bring 2 people.
Yeah.
Just kidnap them.
It's a competition.
If you had any movies that on this list that you're excited for, any ones that we missed that you know of, you can reach us at realphonies@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter at realphonies, and on Instagram, real_phonies. Thanks to Zach Evans for art and Brian Velasquez for our theme. And we'll see you guys later.
Later.